Yes, it is great to be back. Everything's different. Everything's different. I don't even know what to do. Let's switch over to the game here. As you guys can see, it's Christmas here in Hermitcraft. Came a little early. Surprising, I know. Can't wait to open all of these presents. They're all just delivered here. It's true. First Lady, welcome to the stream. And I'm also tied up in
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Epic Blue Mouse, 10 months in a row. Thank you so much for the resubscription. Can we get some super awesome resubscription hype for Epic Blue Mouse? And of course, if you don't know, Epic Blue Mouse made this. Here, hold on. Let me throw it up on the screen. Look at this. Scar slots in the chat. That's right. When Scar is extra slow and you're like, oh, Scar, can you get what I told you to do done? You throw in some Scar sloths. You throw in some Scar sloths. So you might be wondering why on earth Scar does not have his Elytra on, because without an Elytra, that's no Scar at all. I was caving, and the reason I've been caving is to get all of the caves below Scarlandia lit up so that we can, increase our mob rates within our creeper farm, which we'll be working on today. Where's my actual Elytras? There we
Welcome
go.
aboard the USS Good
do it.
Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Voterus, thank you so much for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Can we get some 4-month resubscription hype in the chat? Hope you had no scary Halloween, Scar. Voterus, I hope you did also. Thank you so much for the support. Very, very much appreciated. Scar could not be wearing pants, and we would be none the wiser. Oh, you're just giving away all my secrets today, boy Gunisurf. All of the secrets. All of the secrets. All of the secrets. Oh, is it going to be one of those days? Did you see that delay on that chest? I'm going to put that for safekeeping. I had some trouble in the mines the other day. That was the thing. Don't really want to go into full detail, because it was bad. Is Nightbot broken? Let me give it a little looksy looks. Let me give Nightbot a look. Nightbot looks like it's hanging out doing Nightbot things. Let me part from the channel. There we go. And I'm gonna rejoin the channel. Boom, rejoin the channel. Close. Okay. All right. Test Nightbot, guys. Give it a command or something. Let's see if it's working. Exclamation point Q&A coming in from the Taylor. Huh. From my end, everything is fine. I think it's Nightbot being a Nightbot, Nightbots do what Nightbots want to do. Fighter of the Dayman, Maybe the Dayman finally took Nightbot out. I don't know. Huh. I don't know. It looks like it is working on my end as far as I can tell. There's like nothing. It says in the channel, doing its thing. Well, I would wager to say that it'll probably be up in just a few minutes. I'd probably say it will be. Taylor's like, oh, now I have to be vigilant. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on Nightbot, but for the most part, I think we're all good. I think we're good. All right, so let's grab our rockets. Let's grab some rockets. Grab some rockets. There we go. And let's go fly around and take a look at what we got planned today. So, like I said, we're gonna be working on the creeper farm. And if you have not got a chance to take a look at the creeper farm yet today on the YouTubes, I highly, yep, it's gonna be one of those days. Yep. Oh, I'm in a dark hole. That's not good. Oh, dark holes are not good. Okay, we're out. We're out. Okay, here we go. All right, let's fly away here. There we go. That's the height I needed. So that is our creeper farm, my friends. And like I said, if you haven't checked it out on YouTube, I highly encourage you to do so, because this thing's pretty sweet. This thing is actually pretty sweet. And surprisingly, I hope it's going to work. And if it's not, well, then I'm going to have a giant obsidian box in my city. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move the Twitch chat over a little bit, and maybe I'll be able to see it a little bit easier. Ooh, I like it right there. There we go. I can see everything and good. Yeah, okay. All right, let's see. Q&A Scar. Samurai, Vikings, or Knights? Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to go with the Vikings, Have a little bit of a family that's Swedish, so I'm gonna have to go with the
USS Good Times. This is your Captain
Little
Scott,
shout out to the
and
Swedes.
I want to thank you for subscribing.
Little shout out to the Swedes there. Augie coming in with a resubscription 14 months in a row. Can we get some super awesome resubscription hype for the... Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. For the Ogster, thank you so much for the support, Augie. Very, very much appreciated. Scar streaming? Yes, it is. The Scar stream is back online. All right, hold on. We're going to go sleep. Oh, wait, false is sleeping. Good false. Important false. It's a good false right there. Let's see. Don't discount the Norwegian Vikings. You can't discount them. Feared those Vikings were. They made the whole world feared. Yeah, I don't know. This mic stand is really driving me crazy because it blocks the chat, and I can't be having that. I can't be having the chat blocked. Let's see. Scar, I watched Cubs
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Banzer, thank you so much for the resubscription. Very much appreciated. Can we get some 17-month resubscription hype in the chat? Thank you so very much for the support. Oh, man, that creeper is going to get it. Oh, geez, you're right in my face. You're right in my face, and you got a shovel. Yeah, get him, boy. Get him. Yeah, there you go. Whew. Only good dog I've ever seen in my life. That dog right there. Are you? That is not even fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. That's cheating right there. That's cheating. I don't even have an arrow. That's hacks right there. That's hacks. I don't have an arrow. Apparently I do have an arrow now. How did I not have an arrow before? Hey, calm down there. Nobody's got time for you. All right, I had no idea I had an arrow. I thought I tested it. Oh, man. That was great. Oh, man. That guy is the opposite of refusing to wear clothes. There we go. Grab that. And that's a special one for Boy Guna. There we go. Boom. There we go. Now I'm feeling alive again. Oh, health. Sorry. Yes, health. Important. Got to maintain your health, guys. Very important. Got to keep those hearts up. Got to keep those hearts going. Gotta keep those hearts going. So I've already noticed right off the bat that I think we are having a definite increase in mobs above ground now that a lot of the caves are lit. Now, places that we still need to work on letting them up are in this region, like over in this spot. You kind of realize how big Scarlandia is when you have to like go down and light up actual caves down below. It's a lot harder than I thought. It's actually way harder than I thought. Come on, can I get a flight? There you go. All right, so let's get busy with ourselves today. And what we need to do is we need to expand. So the good cub of fan, which is in the chat, important cub, let me know that there is a command that we should do, and I forgot what it is already. It's like F3B, bam. Now that's hitboxes. F3G, bam, there we go. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to move the creeper farm so it intersects with one of these blue lines right there. You see those fancy blue lines? Now I know what you're thinking right now. You're like, wow, Scar, you just made Tron. It does look like the game grid of Tron, but it's not. It's actually like the chunk thingies. And apparently, these blue lines right there, you see that blue line? Pretty fancy, right? So what that is the game detects things down below. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Cub told me it, and I take his word for it. I take his word for it. Let's see. So
welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Gaming Metal Mouse, thank you so much for the resubscription. 7 months in a row. Hashtag Mouse Squad. Let's see. Ripper Pepperoni Scar, at least. It wasn't a cactus that killed you.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
I had forgotten about the cactus. Now it's back in my memory. Thank you so much, Gaming Metal Mouse. Very much appreciated. And Severed One, thank you so much for the new subscription. Very much appreciated. Let me tell you about the benefits of joining the Scar Squad. You've got your chat badge, your Jellie emoticons, and you can join us on Discord. We'd love to have you. And thank you so so much for the support. Very much appreciated. Let's see. Cub told me he loves Frozen, and I take his word for it. That is very true. Sometimes, you know, when we're...
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Infamous Blue Tie, thank you so much for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Can we get some double new subscriber hype in the chat? Very, very much appreciated. Like I said, enjoy your Jelly emoticons, your chat badge, and of course, you can join us on Discord. We'd love to have you. Yeah, you know, that's the thing is Cub loves Frozen. And, you know, sometimes when we're in like a Hermitcraft meeting, sometimes you can just hear him like in the distance, just muttering, let it go, let it go. The cold never bothered a cub anyway. And you know, it's like, you know what? If that's something he likes, that's something he likes, and we'll support Cub. All right? We're gonna support him. We're gonna support him, and that's important, right? Is that everybody's in agreement on that? Good night, Scar. Evening, Scar. Can you keep up with the hype? I'm just trying to see the chat through my microphone stand. I gotta make some adjustments after the stream. This is not true. See, this is the thing. It's opposite day for Cub. Like he told me before the stream, it's like everything's gonna be opposite day for me. And like when I say something I don't like, it turns out it's something I do like because it's just a little game I want to play. Poor Cub fan. For some reason, I read poor Cub fan as poor chicken. I was like, poor chick, what? Oh, Cub fan. It's the brain. It's fuzzy today. There we go. And it's all these new things. It's the new wheelchair. I'm like, I'm bad with change. Let's see. Hey, Scar, is this a stream where you will be giving away the Yoda? No, the Yoda's not going anywhere, Boy Guna. That's not even my Yoda. That's not even mine. That's on loan from my dad. Let's see. So this is a pro Scar stream today, then. Oh, only the best of pro things happen here, my friend. We are of the highest caliber of... Ow. We are only the highest caliber of pro here. Like, people come here and they're like, dang, that guy, he is a pro Minecrafter right there. Like, look at those skills. It's opposite day. Let's see, Q&A Scar. How big is Scarlandia going to be? Well, my friend, I would take the general barriers of the roads as a good starting point. We will be building outside of the roads at times, but I think that's like a good starting point to gauge the actual there we go. Need some wood. The actual kind of like length and size of it. So this Yoda is alone. Yes, the Yoda is my dad's actually. Very old creature, very old. It's a puppet, collector's item. How come I can't fly? The anger of Scar is approaching 900%. It hurts. Let's see, the Lego Yoda is. That Yoda is actually not Lego. He's very rubbery. He's very rubbery from the 70s. Let's see, Q&A Scar, do you watch the new mob? Why did I read that so wrong? It's this microphone stand. It's making my dyslexia worse. Did you know which mob you were going to... Okay, that's a perfect conversation. So, the Mo of the Jang is going to release a voting thing with their Minecon Earth, right? And you can choose between, I think it's like A, B, C, so like 3 mobs? Maybe it's 4. Is it 4 or is it 3? I think it's 3. And there's like one mob that's like amazing. He looks like he's about 2 boxes, like a double chest, and then this gigantic head on top of it. And he looks like I don't know, a big-headed dinosaur creature. I like it. It's very important. I think there is 4. Yes, there is 4. Okay, there is 4. Then there's this other one. I think it's B. Really well made, but when you look at it closely, you're like, wait a second. That looks like Mr. Ray from Finding Nemo. Tell me B does not look like Finding Nemo. Tell me that doesn't look like Mr. Ray. I love Mr. Ray. Very important creature. You know, keeping the kids of the seas schooled and all. But yeah, I think B looks like looks like Mr. Ray. I like B, and I like big dinosaur head guy. I don't know. What do you guys like? A, B, C, D. What is your favorite? As long as it's not a snake. That is very important. If it was a snake, well, I'd have to find another game. I'd be like, you know what? It's been real here. Oh, wow. I forgot. I lost all my redstone that I mined the other day. Yep. Yep. And all the cobblestone that I mined. In a tragic accident. Alright. Back over to my storage room. I forgot I lost everything. Yeah, man, if there was a snake, that would truly be the actually worst case scenario. I couldn't see them that close to even tell what they look like. I think I saw somewhere where they were fairly big. I know I saw a photo where they were actually fairly big and you could get a good like look at the general design of them. How is Jellie? How are you, Jellie? Good? She's good. She's asleep, but we'll get her on stream in a little bit because she's actually where I can get her. So you'll just have to remind me. Like, Scar. Scar. Jellie. Don't forget Jellie. She does not want her name called. Let's see. You know, this would have been a lot easier if I wouldn't have died and lost everything after I completed my episode. Everything. I wouldn't mind, right? I had an entire shulker box full of redstone. Like, I went redstone crazy. I mean, you probably never thought you'd hear the words come out of my mouth, redstone crazy, and I did. I went for it. I went hard. Got no reward because this is hard for me to say, but I was walking on obsidian and there was a 2x2 hole, right? There's a 2x2 hole. I got sniped by a skeleton right into that 2x2 hole, into the lava. I had fire protection on, but it was not enough. It was not enough. I drowned in a fiery fury of 1,000 sad scars. Lost everything.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Dominic, thank you so much for the 2-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. Can we get some resubscription hype in the chat? Thank you so very much for the support. What was, oh, this stand is really driving me crazy. Scar, the group agrees that you should grow your hair out until your YouTube channel hits 500k subs. Dude, I would be like beyond Santa Claus. I would be Gandalf.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Can't be having that. TinyCat17, thank you so much for the resubscription. Another 2 months in a row. Thank you so very much. Just one more month, my friends, and you two are going bronze. Super fancy. Thank you both for the support. Very much appreciate it. Credits to X. Oh, that's right. X did save us. He gave us a bunch of stuff after I was like completely... after I was completely poor. I need to see that video of X's where I die. I need to see that. But yeah, it was everything changes. I'm not good with change. I'm not good with change. Okay. All right, here we go. We're focusing now. We're gonna focus. Oh, I need to make the wood. There we go. Boom, made the wood. Bam. That's how we do. Okay, now we just need to sleep, and now we can finally start our building. I know, it's taken a little while, but that's okay. We finally got everything set. So once we sleep, magic's gonna happen. Build the beard. Can't be enough without a beard. Yeah, I guess, you know, like you said, if we're gonna grow the hair, you gotta grow the beard. When did X's video come out? I'm not 100% sure which episode he put my tragic death in. I'm not sure which one that was. You need a splash potion of noob juice on you at all times. That's why, dude, seriously, that's why when I started the stream, that was in my inventory. You know, I ain't gonna lose all my stuff again. I spent like an hour or two trying to get that back. Thank God for Cubs like trading hall. Like I would be walking around here with no pants on, and we can't have me walking around with no pants on. We can't have that. I want to see Scar with a beard. Madden, welcome to the stream. Welcome. It's great to have you. That's a tree. That's a tree in my face. That's a tree in my face. That's a tree in my face. Oh my gosh, that's danger down there, guys. You know what's sad is yesterday there wasn't a ton of lag on the server, and then today it is next level. I don't know if you saw today's episode, there also is a part in that when I deal with the lag monster. Okay, so let's see. We've got that. We've got this. We've got the stickies. We need a few more trapdoors, and we need some dirt. And then we are ready to roll. Rip the entry. That's for sure. Okay, let's grab this, grab us that, and let's make a couple more trapdoors. Here's something that I'd love from the Mojang, is I'd love iron trapdoors to be a little less expensive. Are we in agreement? What is the actual cost of these? Let me take a little peek. Whatever it is very expensive. I think it is 1 and you get 1. How about we get a little bit more? How about we get 2? Maybe we could get crazy. Maybe we could have 4. Anyway, I would love to have that recipe increase. These things are so expensive to make. It's very unfortunate. Okay, what else do I need? I need some dirt. There we go. Well, that's not dirt, Scar. There you go. There you go. There you go. And we'll get rid of that. Beautiful. And what else do we need? I think that's it.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Manager, thank you so much for the resubscription. 20 months in a row. That's amazing. So I'm still looking over the microphone stand. So happy that I have been here for so long, and it has been longer than 20. I know for sure. Madam, thank you so much for the support. Very, very much appreciate. I think you told me the other day that I think you started watching my videos, The Mother Tree, I think you told me once. I think that, so yeah, long time. So thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciated. Okay, so I think this is it. I think we're totally ready to roll. I think we're ready to roll. Ready to get crazy tonight. Oh, come on. You know, that could have been dangerous. We just made... So, you were from the other day, aren't you, with my slime block over there? That's fine. I'll visit you later. Wait, you got a little friend over there? What's going on over here? Oh, hello. All right, we're just going to leave that. Oh, that's a baby. Oh, that's a baby. Oh, I don't like the little buddies. Oh, I don't like the little buddies. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I got to get it up. Come on. No. He's on me. Oh, the children. Oh, they're so scary. Okay, here we go. Big pop. No, come on. I refuse not to be able to fly. Like, I will fly. It's fair. I don't know what I just flew through, but plan on never seeing that area again. Actually, I kind of want to see it one more time. Oh my gosh.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
I'm gonna mispronounce your name, but you know that's a service I provide. I am Mum. I am Mum. Thank you so much for the resubscription. Very much appreciated. 8 months in a row. Thank you so very much for the support. Very much appreciated. You know, it's a service I provide. People come from far and wide to hear me mispronounce their names. It's a great service. It's an important service. Very important service. Okay, let's get busy. Let's get busy together here. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this out with a little bit of dirt just to be safe. So, you know, safety first, my friends. Safety first, as always. There we go. And then this will just keep us from making tragic accidents. Tragic scar accidents. We'll just do like one little section of this just to get ourselves started. So if you guys have any Q&A questions or any topics, definitely put them in the chat, or you can send them to me on Twitter. As I work on this little section right here. There we go. Put that across there. One thing I want to do is I want to make a vlog. Haven't made a vlog for a very long time, and I want to make a vlog about a new wheelchair.
Love your creeper farm so far. Ender pearls.
Ender pearls. Christopher Mouse, thank you so much for the bits. Very much appreciated. Dodging, weaving the bits. Very much appreciated. I'm glad you like it. I think it's different. Like, I wanted to make something a little bit different. You know, I originally really wanted to make something with cats, but some other people have done that. I want to try to do something unique. And I think this is it. I think this came out pretty cool. It's got the obsidian. I think the colors are excellent. Is that a Mrs. Yeti Whiskers? Hello, Mrs. Yeti Whiskers. Welcome to the stream. And a Mr. Yeti? No, I don't see a Mr. Yeti. No, I don't see a Mr. Yeti. I think he's probably over there playing PUBG. He's probably playing a little PUBG over there. You probably don't see him anymore. It's probably like, Mr. Yeti. Oh, no, he's just playing PUBG. Oh, there we go. Put that all the way across. Very nice, very nice. The creeper farm is like Jelly, a cat toy. It does look like a cat toy. I do still want to incorporate cats into this, but more aesthetically. So if we incorporate cats into it, they're more like controlling the creeper farm. Creeper jail, if you will, too. Oh, Mr. Yeti's moving his brother today. All right, all right. I was thinking he may have been playing a little PUBG. Let's see, Q&A Scar. If you were a Pokemon, what would you be? Well, I'm not 100% familiar with the Pokemon. Never was a huge Pokemon person. So tell me which Pokemon you think I would be. Okay, I think this is good. I think this is the general shape. I don't think this is any mistakes because the platform the creepers will spawn on is this one up here where the dirt is. So I think we're good. So I think we can start laying down the obsidian. I'm very careful when it comes to laying down the obsidian because I don't want to spend like 2 hours taking it down. The saddest thing in the world would be if this creeper farm didn't work. All this obsidian. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? All right. So I don't know all of these different Pokemons. There's a Squirtle. There's a Squirtle. Important one. There's like a Pikachu. Yeah, Pikachu. He's yellow, right? I remember that from Pokemon Snap. Only really Pokemon game I ever played besides. Wait, that's green. What are we doing? There we go. Besides Pokemon Go. Let's see. Q&A Scar. Is the terrain for Scarlandia high on the priority list? Ghost of the game. Yes, it's
Welcome
actually high on
aboard
the
the
priority
USS
list.
Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Google Hamster, thank you so much for the 11-month in a row subscription. Very much appreciated, my friend. One more month. And you're going gold, my friend. Thank you so much for the support. 11 months in a row. That is awesome. Can we get some 11-month hype in the chat? Yes, so Scarlandia looks awful, right? You know, you got the skyscrapers that are nice, but they're floating in the air. They don't have any like landscaping aesthetics. We're definitely going to get to that soon. I've just been putting off making this farm for so long that I had to get it done. And I just put it off way too long. We got to make this happen. So yes, our next project after this farm most likely will be starting the kind of aesthetic of the city, you know, getting some of the landscaping down so the skyscrapers aren't floating in the air. So we have like that general design going, which I think is super important. Q&A Scar, why is the building out of obsidian? Why not out of obsidian? Nobody builds out of obsidian very often. It's kind of a different block, something a little different. Also, you know, maybe a creeper has a premature explosion, you know, maybe he blows up and we don't lose our farm. It's kind of a win-win right there. Also, obsidian being this like dark, and it's got a little purple action going in it, goes super well with, you know, some of the lime green colors, and the iron looks super fancy. So like, why not out of obsidian? We need more obsidian. Let's see, gas are actually voiced by a sleeping. I did not know that. That's like Minecraft facts with Boyguna Surfs. Boyguna, you need to do hashtag Minecraft facts for the rest of the stream. Cats are voiced by a sleeping cat. Orange cat, no, it's totally real. It's totally real. Totally.
It looks like you're trying to Minecraft. Would you like help? For 10,000 diamonds you can get the Jelly package, which will tame all Bob building inspectors, or for $1 a new Scar-scriber could join you on Discord for even more fun. If only they could link up their Twitch and Discord.
Yes, very interesting, Blastos, very interesting. Let's see. I'm trying to think of some other Q&As or not Q&As, but Minecraft pro tips with Boyguna. You know what we should do? This is what we should do, my friends. We should ask Boyguna again for the 100th time. Maybe we bring back Noob to Pro. By the way, I always have to say this every time I bring up Noob to Pro, my series that got ripped off by a lot of bigger YouTubers. I said it. Let's see. Let me check them in the chat here. Man, like, it's so weird. Like, we made that series like in 2012 or 11, and then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, it got like super crazy. All these people were doing it. Let's see. Oh, hey, Day Dallas has a photo of these. Yeah, I seen a better picture, Day Dallas. Like, it's not so blurry. I don't know where it was, but it was a much cleaner picture. Like the new Minecraft mobs, I'm looking at it on Twitter. A looks like a squid, like maybe something of the sea. I think B looks like something of the sea also. I feel like that's Mr. Ray, of course, from Finding Nemo. C, dinosaur. Dinosaurs roam the lands, and they go wherever they please. D, like, I don't know. I think I told Cub it looks like a guy with like hockey pads on. Not a big fan. I will not vote for that one. But the other ones I could go with. They're pretty sweet.
Q and the Scar, I know you have a surfboard on your wall and that you never got to use it. Do you ever get depressed when you see it? Like you see it and you see missed opportunity. It's personal, so you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Thank you for the bits. That's an interesting question. I would say to a degree, yeah. I got that surfboard when I turned 18. And I remember, like, if I get rid of the pick line, I could use it. And then that didn't really, I mean, I got rid of the pick line, but then added a wheelchair. So it's like, no, I look at it as, it's so cool looking that it makes up for it in a way. But yeah, I still think, like, I always hold out, like I always stay optimistic, you know, maybe not surf, but maybe one day put it in a pool and maybe, you know, have fun with it in that way. You know, you can always think of it that way. You know, you think of what you can't do, but what can you do with it? You know, what I can do with it is have it up on my wall. It looks super fancy, looks beautiful. And maybe, like, at some point I can put it in a pool and, like, you know, yay, woo. You know, maybe not in an ocean with the waves and the sharks, but, you know, I can maybe someday play with the pool. But, yeah, I mean, it's very easy to dwell on the what ifs and the missed opportunities. I do that way too often, personally, and it's something I'm trying to do a lot better on avoiding, because it's an easy trap just to get into a really, like, bad mental space, always thinking of, like, what if, or only if I could, things like that. Like, you got to get outside of that particular mindset, because it'll just drive you into a hole. And it's not like it's super easy not to get into that, or it's weird to even think that. It's, like, totally normal, but it's good to try to stay outside of that particular thought. All right, let's see. Q&A, but it's a great question. I like that. Let's see. Q&A Scar. What's the next prank? I don't know. You'll have to ask Mr. Cub. Maybe one of the next people on the list is on the server right now. Maybe not. I don't know. You'll just have to guess. It's just a mystery. The Vexes do what a Vex wants to do. You know, they could want to prank somebody, but then at the last second, the Vexes decide to just prank themselves. They're Vexes. They do as they please. Let's see. Let's see. The Vexes take over the server. You know what? Could be a possibility. Let's see. Q&A Scar, will you ever make another mountain? Dude, I'm always thinking of mountains. That's like one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft. Now, that, of course, is going to be Scar Mountain. Why am I shaking? Oh, I'm on a slime block. Oh, no, I jumped too far. Oh, shoot. Oh, well, I had a little bit of a bounce at the end. That was unexpected. Oh, gosh, not the babies again. Those babies killed me. That's terrible. Okay, I'm just gonna go down here in the hot tub. I'm gonna take a moment here. Yeah, you can't swim, can you? No, you're not so fast in the water, are you, little buddy? Yeah, got you there. Okay, let's get back on track. Scar mountains are over there. I really want to make version 3 of my mountain design because whenever it comes to like something like artistic or artwork or something always good to do is to do it 2 or 3 times, right? It's something I've always done in Minecraft, especially when I was first starting, is I love to do something that I created 3 times. And by the 3rd time, you are doing things so much different than you originally thought the first time around, because you kind of get that idea down and you see the mistakes, you do it again, and then you finalize it with the 3rd time. That's how I practice a lot. That's a great way of doing like art, drawing, things along those lines. So I want to do those mountains. Do we have enough time in this season to do them? I don't know. If we don't do it in this season, I really want to do maybe like a Everest theme in the next season. That's an idea. Is like we make this gigantic mountain complex area, and maybe we build like kind of like Tibetan houses on the top, similar to Mount Everest or Expedition Everest at Animal Kingdom. Something along those lines I think would be really, really fun. That's a potential next season build. Also, we have something coming up maybe where we could potentially do mountains. We'll see. We could potentially do mountains. I have a new series coming, and I need some ideas for it. And one of them was like, well, what if I did some mountains in there? Like, it would be crazy because just the context of what the new series is, could these new mountains look good in that context? It's a good question. I don't know. Let me check in with the chat. We're going to serve. So let's see. Minecraft, hashtag Minecraft facts. The creeper was a coding error. He was supposed to be a pig, but the height and length dimensions were switched during coding. Interesting. Good facts, important facts, Boy Guna. It's good you're learning Minecraft facts. Here we go. Q&A Scar, if you had to build every building out of one block, which block would you choose? Half slabs and stairs are included. Wow, that's a good question. So the building has to be entirely built out of it. Oh, well, if half slabs and stairs are included, then you just can't go wrong with like a good, you cannot go wrong with a good milk chocolate block. Like if half slabs and stairs are included, then I'm gonna go milk chocolate all the way. First of all, best chocolate. Second, best wood. Let's see, Q&A Scar, cold or hot breakfast? Never was a breakfast man myself for some reason. Not that I don't enjoy the bacon and the eggs and things, but in the morning, it's like, I was never like super hungry in the morning. But I would say hot, because now I'm starting to think about pancakes and waffles. You got me thinking about that. So I'm gonna have to say that. Unpolished diorite to mess with his skull. The mountains, of course, Silver. The mountains, they're gonna have a whole bunch of diorite on them, because that is the best use of them. Okay, my friends, now we're moving on to phase 2 of our build here. So let's move this up, and I want to check that setting real quick. Oh, those are hitboxes. My bad. There we go. Okay, so we still need to go up quite a bit. Okay, well that's fine then. We'll just keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll throw in just a couple iron trapdoors. What do we have from Mrs. Yeti here? In less than 2 weeks till the baby Yeti time. That's awesome, Mrs. Yeti. That's awesome. That's coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Throw that out of there. Beautiful, wonderful. There we go. Bring that across, and bam. There we go. I'm forgetting the pistons, but that's okay. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We could live without them for now. Oh, come back here, you silly goose. So, what are you guys up to? Any fun, exciting plans? Anything going on that's fun and exciting? Like for me, like I got nothing. Like, you know, we're getting videos going again, which is exciting and fun. But anything else? Like, I'm a super boring Scar right now, so I want to know, do you guys have anything fun and exciting going on? Any fun plans for the weekend? Q&A Scar, will you be building a game in the gaming district? You know what? I'm really poor at making games. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. I'm totally open to helping somebody right now. will I kind of get my gaming legs under me. Because for some reason, I'm just like super poor at coming up with a game, but I could totally help somebody, you know, come up with like a cool design, you know, help with the building processes, things along those lines. Like, I'm totally down for that, but I'm really bad at gaming, but creating games in Minecraft. But I know there's a lot of talk of like some really cool stuff coming to the gaming district very soon. Q&A what do you think about the whole voting on new mobs thing? I've heard a lot of opinions about that. I guess it's really just kind of a gimmicky thing, you know, for their whole Minecraft Earth thing. It is kind of a shame that they've planned out like a mob and they're just gonna like toss it. To me, I kind of feel like that's more just hype than anything. Like, if they came up with a really cool mob and one was voted for, they're not gonna like fully throw it away. At least that's my thought. Personally, like, I think we have kind of a deficit of mobs in Minecraft. So I would say please add them all. Be like, hey, remember how you wanted to vote for your favorite? Well, just kidding. We're just gonna add them all. Like, ideally, that's what I would want, because the more mobs, the better in the game. Absolutely. As long as these mobs have a function, and I think that's very important. Who even knows there's polar bears in the game? Like, they have no function, so nobody goes out and explores, you know, gets them. Yeah, you might be walking through a snow biome and you're like, oh, a polar bear, and then you're just gone. You're on your way doing your thing. But you think of like shulkers and how incredible those mobs are. And that's another point that I like about Minecraft, is when they go ahead and make their own unique animals. You know, they create their guardians, their creepers, things along those lines, and their shulkers. That's like Minecraft and Mojang at their best when they're creating unique mobs. So personally, I love seeing that these mobs are unique, and I just really hope that they have a drop or some kind of useful mechanic. It's very important. Polar bears are like trees. That's pretty funny. Q&A Scar, when did you discover Minecraft? I discovered the Minecraft way back in 2010 when the good old CNanders uploaded a video of it, and I was like, that looks like a lot of fun. I've been playing it ever since. It's been a very long time. Yeah, I remember downloading it from the Swedish gentleman from the far lands of Sweden. You had to, I believe you had to pay it through PayPal. It was the first time I ever used PayPal too. Minecraft's come a long ways. Q&A Scar, best candy bar. Oh, best candy bar. Ooh.
Welcome aboard
Best
the
candy
USS
bar.
Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
I'm still thinking this candy bar. I'll get back to that. Scar, thank you so much for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Can we get some new subscriber hype in the chat? Thank you so much for the subscription. And of course, as a new subscriber, you get your chat badge, your daily emoticons, and you can join us on Discord. We'd love to have you. Thank you so very much for the support. That's a good question. What is my favorite candy bar? Like, I'm thinking, you know, I do enjoy a good Butterfinger my entire life. Like, I've enjoyed that. I also like a Musketeer. You know, Musketeer, there's a lot of air in that. You know, they get away with a little less there, I feel like. I think today, I would say a Butterfinger. I think I'd say Butterfinger today, because M&Ms don't count, because that's not a candy bar.
Thanks for answering my question. I think keeping it is painful, but I also think it's a symbol of your hope, and that getting rid of it would be much worse than keeping it. I look up to you as proof that no matter what happens, you can always do something great.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for the bits, and yeah, great question. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for the nice reply. Let's see, no Reese's. Reese's are good. I appreciate those. I think Boy Guna there would probably vote for that as his favorite, I do believe. Oh, there's a super redstone trick I want to show you guys, because I'm so good at redstone. Oh, I don't have any torches. Never mind. I'm looking at through the chat, see what you guys like. I'm looking for any like candy bars from Four Lambs that I don't know what the names are. Q&A Scar, do the convicts have any plans for building a mini game in the gaming area? Huh. Ghost of a game. That's a great idea. Cub, but I'm terrible at coming up with games. I wonder if Cub has any ideas like a convict style prank for the gaming district, like a game. That's a really cool idea. That's fantastic. I don't know. I'm sure the convicts will put that definitely into consideration. Let's see. Let's knock that guy out. Put a little piston action there. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. This thing took. How long have we been going on one layer of this? You guys know? Because this thing took a very long time to build. This thing took forever. I think I've been gathering resources for this thing for an entire week. I had to go off and get more. You know, obsidian's not the easiest material in the world to achieve. Cub fan is in stream chat of false. You know, he's abandoned the convict. He's abandoned a convict over here. He's abandoned. All right, let's throw that over there. There we go. Sweet. Awesome. All right, well, when he comes back, we will ask him. It does sound to me like I broke the music. It's just a service I provide. I break a lot of things. There we go. All fixed. All fixed. Let's see. I think I'm gonna get Factoruro. You know what? I never know how to pronounce that. That's that factory game, right? It's super fun. I recently got it, and I'm loving it. I've got to the point where I can automate stuff, where I can have little drones flying around. But the problem is they only carry like one resource at a time, and it's like, well, how many drones do I need to actually make this beneficial? I think I'm like going about it in the wrong way. I think I need to use the drones more for like moving over research bottles, things along those lines. I think would probably be more beneficial than moving like large quantities of iron plates. I think that was like my failing. Let's see, Scar, if you have slime blocks in front of a piston, it doesn't have to be a sticky piston to retract it. Oh, really? So it's just pre-sticky because they're already sticky to start with. Are you sure that once they've you know, like pulled forward and it pulls back, it's gonna bring them with? We could try it out, but I thought it didn't work. But I don't know. What do I know? What do I know? It's redstone. It's just redstone. All right, there we go. Let's see, Q&A Scar. If you could create any noob mob added to Minecraft, what would it be? That's a great question. So I've said probably for the longest of times that the seas are very boring. Yes, we've got mobs, we've got our squid, we've got our guardian, but the guardians are rare, right? The guardians are hanging out at their temple, doing temple things, you know, worshiping and stuff, their elder guardian. But I want something in the rivers. Like I want something in the rivers or in the deep sea. Now you think of Minecraft now with our concrete blocks. The sea has become very useful because of the gravel under it. It's like the one real good source of gravel now comes from the sea. So that is a lot of creepers. We're gonna need to light up the roads because those creepers need to be inside here. But yeah, I would do something in the rivers. You know, make it like a shark-like creature that well, sharks don't really live in the rivers, but it's got to be something kind of living in the rivers. Maybe make it something like a Loch Ness monster or something. You know, it's not always there, but you never know when you're crossing the river. Am I gonna cross it and am I gonna get sucked underneath? I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. You know, tell me. Oh gosh. Oh no, we're gonna need so much more obsidian. Oh, this is painful. Alligators, that's fantastic. So things in the rivers I think are very useful. Now, of course, when it comes to adding a mob, I think they should always have some form of usefulness. Wow, that guy is getting wild down there. They should have some form of usefulness. They should provide something for, you know, people who like their redstones and their farms and whatnot, and have some kind of resource to it. I think any mob added to Minecraft should have some form of a useful drop or be able to be used in some kind of mechanical sense. Because that's what makes Minecraft unique and special, is there's always all these cool farms and things you're always using your imagination to create. That's what's lacking with any polar bears. Unless they went full bear plan, the Scar bear plan, which is the best plan of all. I don't know if you've ever heard the Scar Bear plan. You probably have. If they went full Scar Bear plan, then I'd be totally cool with the bears. Because I have, you know, if they would have come to me and be like, hey Scar, you got any ideas on how to make the bears awesome? And I'm like, oh, I've got some ideas. I can't see anything, like it's super dark. And I'm putting redstone on a dark block, and I'm not sure if I'm making it go all the way around. So hashtag Scar Bear plan. Seriously, I have a bear plan, and it's an amazing bear plan. I've mentioned it in so many instances that you probably don't want to hear it again, but yeah, my bear plan was the best plan. No, come on. I'm so concentrated to get back to my base. Okay, we're good. I was trying to get away from all that danger. Q&A Scar, which Hollywood actor would you be in a biopic? I have no idea. That's something you'll have to like say for me, because I don't know. Almost rip. Yes, almost rip for sure. All right, let's sleep that night away. Yeah, you'll have to definitely tell me. The bear plan bears repeating. See what you did there, Epic. Okay, bear plane, here we go. Let's put that in our inventory. There we go. Right, ready to roll. And let's drop off, let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's grab a little more redstone while we're here. There we go. Okay, bear plan. So bear plan is this. Okay, we're good. Oh, this is so dangerous now. We got to get this place lit up. That's like my next phase, is to light up the above ground area. Come on, so laggy. Oh, whoops, that was a waste of rockets. I'm trying to eat, launching my rockets. Oh, it must have been a skeleton, because I'm like, who's hitting me? Oh, are you serious? I've got to be able to fly to get up to the top of the farm. Okay, bear plan. So they add polar bears, right? And it was the like initial like, hey, we're gonna add this mob, and I'm like, oh, cool. So wouldn't it be amazing if you added multiple types of bears? So you got your brown bears, you got your black bears, and you got your grizzlies. Okay. There's also some like weird things when there's like black bears, but then they're brown. There's brown bears, but they're not grizzly. Bear confusion. But so this is the plan. Okay. This is the Scar plan. So what you got is you got your, let's see, where was it? Black bears go in the, excuse me, I am talking to the schools. I've got no time for you. No, into the water. Ah, saved. Saved. You can join me in the hot tub if you want. Oh, nope, he died before he got here. These things. You know, it's just sad, the fact that it wasn't laggy yesterday. And today I'm gonna stream. Ender pearls. Yeah, I probably should have ender pearled out of that situation. Okay, eating food, and then we'll talk about bear plans. I had to be able to fly to get to the top of the skyscraper. It's kind of a necessity. Do you know a biome you want to get added or removed? Ow, see if I could just fly. Remind me, I gotta tell my bear story before we get to that, okay? There we go. All right, my friends, we are back in business now. Up we go to the top of the hill. All right, is it? Let's see, here it is, okay. Okay, we probably need to go up like 3 more of those. Okay, it's fine. All right. So, bear plan. So the add polar bears, right? Useless mob. But how about this? You add your black bears. You add them to the forest. You add your brown bears to the mega taigas. Okay. So you got specific bears for specific biomes. So it's cool when you go into this biome. You're like, ooh, I wonder if there's gonna be a brown bear around. But hiding within the mega taigas. The mega taigas, that's important distinction, is the mega taiga is where the grizzly roams. So the grizzly has a cave that can be generated. Think of it as like a village or a well or anything. And within this cave is the
You'll
grizzly.
just have to grin and bear it, since it's not unbearable. XD zombie alerts are offline, and the Scarvis warning system is currently unavailable. Sorry about that.
Sorry
I
about
can't bear to think why. But at least the Outcraft Scar cake is still fresh.
the Outcraft cake is still fresh. That's awesome. You know, the saddest thing of all is that I forgot to get the obsidian before we flew up there. Now I got to do it all over again. Thank you for the bits, Blastos. Very much appreciated. So within the mega.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
I Move Cats, 12 months in a row, rocking the Fancy's shiny gold badge. Thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciated. 12 months in a row. Thank you for the amazing year. You are the best. Crazy Cat Hermit. Whoop whoop. I love cats. Thank you so much for the support. Very, very much appreciated. And that badge, that one's my favorite. It's super shiny. All right, where do I keep my obsidian? There's my obsidian. There we go. Very nice. Okay, here we go, guys. I have the confidence. I have the confidence of the Scar, prepared and ready to go. We're gonna get up in there in one try. Here we go. Oh, see, there was just a fluke. Just a fluke that first time. It's just a fluke. So I think it would be amazing to have, like the grizzly bear. Think of it as like a mini mob, if you will. So, you know, it's a rare thing. It's very rare. But if you have it, it's like just a little like small boss mob that you can attack. And with that, I think it would be cool to give the bears a bit of an ecosystem. So maybe you add berry bushes, right? Bears enjoy berries. And maybe you add salmon into the water. So, you know, if you're walking around and you look down into the river, yeah, maybe you see a salmon floating around, you know? Well, not floating, because then he'd be dead. How about swimming? So he's alive. So yeah, you get your floating, you're not floating, you're swimming. Very important. You're swimming salmon. Like, I think that would be fantastic. So then, of course, you got your polar bears out there, and then maybe they can drop like a pelt or something unique, something that you could use for maybe a rug, maybe a bear rug. I'm thinking of VMK all of a sudden, but something to decorate your house, maybe a bear rug. I'd like a bear rug. That'd be fantastic. There we go. There we go. I'm totally good with a bear rug. So that could be a rare drop. Decorate your house. You know, think of it as a little Minecraft trophy. Fantastic. I love it already. So yeah, let's go on to the biomes. So what biome would I remove? What biome would I remove? I can't think of one that I like downright hate. Like I don't really like hate any particular biomes. That would be like, this must be removed. That was my official like rough Scar voice. Interesting. I'm trying to think of like what would be. I can't think of one that would like instantly come to me. Just like gotta get rid of it. Biomes that I would add would be my volcano biome and my Yellowstone biome. Actually, those are two of the same. They can go together. But think of like my Scarland biome that I created for the Scarred Ranch House. I'd add that, and I'd add my Yellowstone biome to Minecraft. Like, I think the Yellowstone biome is like a no-brainer, like super easy. All the blocks are ready to go. I think it would look fantastic. It would go alongside the Bryce Canyon like variant that is within Minecraft already. I think it would be amazing. Just call it the National Park Edition. Just call it the National Park Edition. The lag is not a result of Mumbo and or Azuma. It's a result of like me being too far away from the server. We've determined that. We've done the traces. We've done all the whoopie things to make the internet work. Yeah, it's not an issue of Mumbo and or Azuma like lag or anything along those lines. It's me being the furthest hermit from the server. All right, let me see what's going on. Yellowstone, yes. Hey, maybe that's where Yogi. Yeah, that's where Yogi could hang out. But yeah, I'm gonna post that screenshot of my Yellowstone biome on the Minecraft Reddit. Maybe like a Mojang person will be hanging out there and be like, ooh, that's fancy. We should add that. And you know, I don't need credit. I just need to see it made. Let's see. Good evening from Newcastle, UK. Well, hello there and welcome from Newcastle. Very interesting. This is one of the most resource-intensive projects I have ever worked on. Like, I'm just like blowing through this obsidian and slime. It is insane. Let's see. From the Mrs. Yeti Whiskers, perhaps my favorite build of yours, and yes, you need credit. Oh, I'm glad you liked that one, Mrs. Yeti. Yeah, wait, why did 2 blocks disappear? What kind of suspicious business happened here? Yeah, that would definitely be my, man, that'd definitely be high on my list of favorites also. All right, let's see what the Boy Goon is up to. Yogi was actually from Jellystone. I'm sorry, you're right. It's from Jellystone. I'm getting my cartoon facts mistaken. Will survive. Oh boy, we're gonna have to go down and get some more iron. Come on. At least I'm surviving the fall. I mean, the higher we go, the less likely that's gonna happen. Yeah, you know what? Once I think about this, I'm thinking about this more. This is a series idea. Somebody add this to the Discord in the suggestion box. Good Times with Scar's National Park series. Oh, man, this is blowing my mind. This is getting me excited. I like this a lot. I think we totally should do this. We should do Good Times with Scar's Yellowstone, or not Yellowstone, but National Park series. We recreate, Yellowstone. We go to Yosemite. We go to Crater Lake. All the different national parks. We recreate. Wow, that was great job saying recreate. Wow, I can't say it. Just popped right out of my brain. We recreate. There we go. The national parks in Minecraft. I think that would be fantastic. Now you got me all excited over here. So stop tying me up. Yeah, I'm actually really excited about that. I don't want to use all this iron. I don't have much left. 47. I guess we'll just finish it off. What the heck? We'll just do it. We'll get wild. We'll get crazy. We'll just be a little rapscallions over here and do it. Okay, so that's enough. We have slime, so let's grab a little more slime. There we go. Let's grab some more obsidian because apparently I can't get enough of that. There we go. There we go. So how do you guys like that idea? Hashtag amazing? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like there's some, yeah, Grand Canyon would be fun. That would be. Yeah, that would be fantastic. I'm excited for that. Let's see, grab that and away we go. I like this build at night. I really like this build at night. Oh, you might be wondering, Scar, why are you putting...
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
So many, thank you so much for the resubscription. 2 months in a row, just one more month, my friend, and you are going bronze. Thank you so much for the support, very much appreciated. Can we get some resubscription hype in the chat? Okay, this thing. It's the day of change. I'm trying to get used to everything. I don't do good with change. I don't do good with change. Let's see, Borguna, Scar, do you still have that framed photo of Donald Rumsfeld? Who is that? I have the Boba Fett picture, but I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. But I do have the Boba Fett picture. I think it's upstairs. I think it's in the my old room. Q&A Scar, Foolcraft mod would you most like to see in vanilla? Oh, chisel and bits, my friend. Oh, hands down. Oh, dang it, I needed those. Hands down, my friend. Chisel and bits. You cannot go wrong with the chisel and the bits. Oh, love chisel and bits. Best mod ever created. Dangerous mod ever created also. Very dangerous. It can suck you in for hours and you'll never leave. And the darkness will surround you and you get stuck in the hospital. Q&A Scar, what is your favorite build you've ever done in Minecraft? It would have to be my friend, my roller coaster project. It would have to be my roller coaster project. If you're unfamiliar, like I think it's one of the videos that's featured on like my channel page on YouTube. If you go to it, or just search like Good Times with Scar roller coaster and you'll see it. Hands down my favorite. Hands down my favorite for sure. Let's see, if you were to make a fan art picture of you, where's the best place to send it? Well, my friend, I've got some options for that because I love fan art. It's like one of my absolute favorite things. So I've got a P.O. box. If you have like a hard copy of it, I have a P.O. box you can send to me, or you can throw it to me on Twitter. Lots of places you can send it. Like if it's, you know, like on a computer, you want to take like a picture of it and send it to me on Twitter. I'd absolutely love to see it.
A national parks series would be totally amazing.
I know, we gotta make that happen. Thank you so much for the bit song. Like, yeah, I'm like envisioning this now. Like, that would be fantastic. Now, the question is, I'm throwing this out to you guys. Do you want to see it as a let's play or more as kind of like I build it and kind of showcase it? So I'm gonna throw this to you. Maybe we could get a poll going or something, but hashtag build or hashtag show. How about that? Hashtag build or hashtag show in the chat. And yeah, tell me what you want to see. Do you want me to do it as a build, or do you want me to do it as like I build it all up and then kind of showcase it to you in one episode? So bam, there we go. I want to see that in the chat. Oh, here it is. I was like, where's my torches? Nope, wrong spot for a torch. Oh, nope. Throwing everything everywhere. Let's see. Hashtag build. Hashtag build time lapse. That's a good one right there. Build. Oh, okay. Wow. That is like 90% build. I am actually surprised. Very interesting. Very interesting. Question. Another question now to you guys. Both, yeah, definitely. If we were to do a build, we would definitely do a showcase, for sure. Build time lapse, yeah, definitely would be probably a bit of a, definitely be that. Huh? Okay. You give me a lot to think about. Next question I would have for you guys is, actually I forgot what that question was. I had another one, but it just escaped my brain. Hashtag, let's see, hashtag build, make it for season 6. It's a good idea. Now you got all sorts of ideas in my head now. I can't even concentrate anymore. I'm thinking of these ideas now, which is fine. I don't mind. Now I'm just like fully engulfed into this idea. Some snowy hot springs. Ooh, snowy hot springs. One of the most unique places I think in the world is it Iceland?
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Royal Pigman, thank you so much. Royal Pigman, why'd I call you a pigman? I'm sorry. I don't know where pigman came from. I think I have pigments on my mind. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you a pigman. Oh, hashtag Scarfield. Royal, thank you so much for the 8-month resubscription. Very, very much appreciated. Can we get some 8th-month resubscription hype in the chat? It's very, very much appreciated. You know, people coming from far and wide to hear me mispronounce names. It's a great honor. It's a great honor. What the heck? Oh no, we're going down. Whoa, we're going down. We're going down. Oh shoot, where's my rockets? Don't touch the ground, Scar. Don't touch the ground. Not we touched the ground. Oh, that's not good. Going into the cave. It's safer down here. Oh, they're dropping. Oh, they just died. Oh, whew. Wow. I was kind of worried there for a second. But once they all just died, then I'm like totally cool about it. That was frightening. I never want to see that amount of mobs in one spot ever again. That was truly horrifying. Oh my gosh, that was, somebody needs to clip that. That was just all sorts of scary stuff. I was trying to like fumble through my inventory to get the rockets into my inventory so that I wouldn't touch the ground. I don't want to go up there. Don't want to go up there. Ooh, our farm looks fancy. I like it. Oh, we're getting up. Oh, dang it. It's a hard life. It's a hard life being the furthest hermit from the server. It's a hard life. Okay, here we go. Come on. There we go. Whew. Nope. A little more boom. There we go. That was scary. Is Nightbot? Oh, did I just seriously call Nightbot? Is Nightbot back up? It looks like it. Nice. Oh, the mobs are like, did I just call you the mobs? Oh, sorry. I had a stressful moment there. I thought I was gonna die by all those mobs. I called somebody a pigman by mistake. It's a hard go right now. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, is Nightbot back? And the mods, almost said it again, are probably happy. Wow, Scar, you are doing fantastic with your words today. Real proud of you. We are mobs, always watching. See, here's an issue. Here's my issue with making these mountains, is these skyscrapers are gonna be taller than the mountains. That's what I've been hesitant about my mountain idea, because originally I'm like, yeah, the mountains are gonna be sweet back here, but the skyscrapers are about as high as the mountains. And it's kind of, So I'm not sure what to do about that.
Words are hard.
James, thank you so much for the bits. I'm dodging, I'm weaving the bits. Yes. Words are very hard. Thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciated. Yeah, words are hard. Prank X by making his ocean mountain. You need an observatory up on the mountains. That's a cool idea, actually. That's a fantastic idea. An observatory? Super sweet. That's a really cool idea. Oh man, do I ever want to go to that observatory in Hawaii, up on that big mountain up there hanging out? Oh, that would be amazing. I know I've heard people talk about it, and like you gotta like time it. You know, if you're there at a particular time when it's extra, clear. There's no, no fog, no, what are those floaty things in the air? Clouds. And if you're up there at that perfect time, like you get one of the most tremendous views of the Milky Way. And it's like, I want that. I really want to go there. There's also the one in Chile. That's super sweet. They got all the fancy telescopes there too. Scar, pigmen and nightbutts are people too. That's true. That's true. It's true. Yeah, I want to go to that observatory for sure. I'm trying to decide, my friends. I'm trying to decide how high we want to go. You know what? I'm thinking in my head. I think I figured it. I think we're gonna go 2 more layers above this. And that should put us in line just a little bit shorter than this building. And it's okay. Like, I'm totally cool with that because I think having it, you know, not the exact height, but just relatively the same, I think is a good way. I think so, because I want to do these little things. So these are useful buildings, right? We have our sugarcane tower, as you can see, and we've got our creeper tower we're working on now. What I want to do in some of these smaller areas, take for this look at those creeper holes down there. Look at all those. I want to do small skyscrapers. Maybe those are some we could do on stream. Maybe those are some we could do a whole bunch of them in one video, but lots of like smaller, you know, skyscrapers that might not have a purpose, but fill in some of the gap. What in the world? What was that random block that appeared there? But fill in some of the gaps around some of the skyscrapers that we can't say build like a giant skyscraper in their place. Does that make sense? I think that's what we're gonna do. I need to get into a test world and like really kind of like brainstorm a whole bunch of different designs. I think that would be good. Rip my Twitch for a second. Oh, poor Twitch. Poor Twitch. Poor Twitch. Let's see. I need some dirt. I need some dirt. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of some of these things that I'm not actually using. There we go. Do a hotel. Oh, that's a fantastic idea because we have. Let me move a little bit here for a second. We have that tower right there, and that tower does not have any like things in it. It was kind of like our test tower, just to kind of get a feeling for the modern style again, kind of see where the designs will go from there. And with that one, what I think would be cool is if that's like a apartment complex. So hermits can come and they can decorate a floor or something like that. We'll probably work on that in our next episode or our next stream. And I think that's a good one there, but yeah, a hotel would be really sweet. I think that that'd be definitely pretty cool.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar,
Ouch.
and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Low Dagon, thank you so much for the 3-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. Can we get some resubscription hype in the chat? Thank you so very much for the support. Very much appreciated. Rocking the bronze badge, right? 3 months is bronze badge. Very fancy. Very fancy. And remember, you can spam as many jelly emotes in the chat as you want as a subscriber. So, you know, if you wanna rock your new badge, you throw those out there.
Even though you didn't die yet, in-game smile. Here's some bits from the mods at Dogcraft Smile.
Peter Paul, thank you so much for the bits. I'm dodging. I'm weaving the bits. Thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciated. Let's see. Oh, Boyguna's leaving us. Everybody say goodbye to my brother. Say goodbye to my brother. Boyguna, sir. Tell him he should do Noob the Pro. Let's see. Boom, bam. There we go. Beautiful. So what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to run the band that goes around the perimeter with the redstone because we are running low again on obsidian. And I want to make sure I get the floors built. That's priority. And then the secondary would be the bands on the sides. I think would be definitely, I think that's a good course of action. I heard that Scar cringes every time the subscriber alert comes up. Not because people are subscribing, because he hates the sound of his own voice. No, it startles me. That's what it is. It's like, oh, hey, yeah. That's just the Captain Scar. No, it's not like cringing. It's me like freaking out. It's me freaking out. What I want to do with the alerts as we kind of like move the Twitch channel into like a new direction in art style wise, I want to have the alerts show up, and you know when you're watching like old like Apollo videos or even the space shuttle, and when they have their radio and it kind of makes that little like there's that little like almost whistle sound that shows up. I love that sound so much. I want that to appear. I want that to be the start point of that announcement. Is that kind of like I'm trying to think of the actual. I don't know if there's a word for it or anything, but there's this little kind of like whistle. Yeah, it's like a ding, if you will. There's like this little like thing. I love that sound. I love that sound. It just like instantly reminds me of like super awesome space. Super awesome space. Oh, all right. We should probably move into our Elon Musk talk. We haven't even talked about him yet today. Not so much about him in particular, but more about space. So I believe it was Bank of America and Goldman Sachs both put out like research studies on what the space industry will be worth in, say, like 30 years. And they estimate the space industry will be worth around, if I remember right, it was like 6 to 7 trillion dollars. Like Cub and I both think that is like an underestimate. That's like an underestimated number. But it's just astounding to see, you know, people taking, you know, the space industry super serious. And that's really exciting, because the world is gonna really, really change in the next, you know, as long as we don't blow each other up, we're gonna be good. Like, as long as we don't do that, some amazing things are gonna be coming in the next like 10 to 20 years. Just science fiction, like true science fiction. Super exciting. And to see like these things really like taking a notice of this stuff, super exciting for me. The stream is lagging. Well, my friend, why don't you try to turn down the stream quality a little bit? That might help. If you're on desktop, you can bring up the little cog, and then you'll see like source, and you'll see like the different resolutions. You can move it down a little bit. It might help a little bit with you. Or maybe give the stream a refresh. Sometimes like it's annoying, right? Whenever like you have like an issue with your computer or anything, and people always go, just give it a reset. Have you tried a reset? And it's obnoxious. Like, it's annoying, but it actually half the time fixes it. Half the time, like just turning it off and turning it back on, like actually fixes things, surprisingly.
Meow. A certain cat called Jellie wants to be the star of the show.
Okay. You know what? I haven't brought Jellie on in so long. I think it's time. So I'm gonna be right back. Give me like 3 minutes. I'm gonna go get Jellie. It's gonna be amazing. So yeah, don't go anywhere unless you're gonna get stream snacks. Like, I'm totally cool if you getting stream snacks and coming back, but if you're gonna go anywhere, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab Jellie. Back in record time with Jellie, by the way. So I want to see some hashtag Team Jellies in the chat. Spamming hashtag Team Jellies in the chat. I got Jellie right here. So I'm gonna switch over to the big Scar cam all of a sudden, and there's Jellie. Hi Jellie, it's been a long time since you've been on stream. You've always been roaming around and running around doing cat things during stream time. But today you're super sleepy, aren't you? Yeah, you're super sleepy, aren't you? Aw, she's so tired and a little grumpy, but that's okay. It's okay. Whoa, Jellie, come on now. You gotta go slow if you're gonna jump down, okay? That's the thing, like when Jellie wants to get going, she gets going. Here, Jellie, you gotta say goodbye to everybody before you leave. That's so rude not to, like, you know, politely say goodbye. Don't touch the microphone. That makes it loud. She's like glowing white. She is absolutely glowing white. Oh, look at Jellie. She's so cute, aren't you? Do you like being on stream? No. You're like a parrot. You're just like on my shoulder. Look at these paws. They're so fluffy white. All right, Jellie, say goodbye to everybody. Goodbye, everybody. All right, run down. There you go. Soft landings. There we go. All right, let me get back in position here. She got me all disheveled. And yes, there's cat hair in my nose. There is cat hair in my nose, but that's okay. That is totally okay. All right, where were we? Ah, beautiful. So there we go. Team Jellie. Finally, we got Jellie back on camera. Okay, now she's really grumpy. She's staring at me like she hates me. Jellie's an American short hair, I believe. My cat would kill me if I touched her paws.
Scar, there is only 52 days until Christmas. Are you excited?
Am I excited? I'm always excited. Christmas? Come on now. Always excited for Christmas. Best time. Except for the cold. Not excited about the cold this year. Not excited. But that's okay. That's okay. We've gotten so much rain, but yeah. Socks Cat, thank you so very much for the bits. Very much appreciated. I'm dodging. I'm weaving. Yeah, I would say probably Christmas is my favorite It's been my favorite holiday. I love the decorations, things like that. Always super, super fun. Coming up with fun Christmas presents for people. Always super good times. Cold is great. Yeah, I guess it kind of, yeah, I don't mind it cold. For some reason this winter, like I love snow. She's just staring at the door now. I love snow. And what's cool about where I live is like I feel like we get the right amount of snow. We get it like maybe once or twice a year. And sometimes it's a good amount. Like, you know, you get a good amount, a little bit. But then you don't like constantly like live in it. I think it's like a perfect amount. It's the same with the heat. You know, you get a little hot, you know, you get your time when it's, you know, 100, but it's not like consistently that. So I think I live in a great like climate for me personally. There we go, put that across, there we go. But this year for some reason like the cold I think is like really affected my muscles and stuff. It's like I'm all like creaky. We've gotten a ton of rain. That's what we've gotten a lot of is the rain and a lot of it. Xfury, what are you doing, Scar? Well, my friend, we're working on our creeper tower. So we're building this creeper tower.
USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Bench1, awesome sauce. Thank you so much for the 5-month resubscription. That's very, very much appreciated. Can we get some resubscription hype in the chat? Thank you so much for the support. One more month, my friend, and you're going silver badge. Looking super fancy. But yes, we're working on a creeper farm, and it's starting to look pretty sweet. I love the colors. I think it's looking pretty good. So far, Cub says it's gonna work. So, yeah. We hope that works out. How tall is the building going to be? Well, we started about right there, and that's about 10 blocks. Wait, we actually have an extended unit over there. I don't know what's going on down there, but we're probably gonna go. We're basing this off of these lines. I think, we might do one more, or we might do 2 more. It's a good question. We might do, we're trying to base it on these lines, and it looks like we're gonna be 1 block below it. We can go to here, or we can go to there. I haven't decided yet. We'll see on resources how we're doing still. Rainy Manchester. Is it always rainy? Isn't it always rainy in poor jolly old London? Oh, not London, but England. Oh, I would like to go there. I'd like to go. Oh, no, come back here. Dang it, I lost him. How hard is it to build and read this comment? I did it, but also failed. I did it. Whatever. You can just live down there. I don't need you. I don't need you. Let's see. Hey, Scar, wouldn't it be cool if you collab with Mumbo? You know, if there was a cool idea, David. Yeah, like that'd be cool. But you know, if we had like a cool idea to do together, for sure. Let's see. Luke, I love your videos and streams. Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much. Very much appreciated. That makes me super happy, my friend. Do solar with Mumbo. What's that? I'm confused. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Scar, please put a couple slime blocks at the bottom of the tower so you can jump off safely. That's a fantastic idea. You know, we're having a bit of, oh man, you're right, because we're actually quite a bit higher now. Maybe we've gotten into the danger zone. It might be, it might be the point where feather falling does not work anymore. There we go. Okay. You know what? I think that's probably, yeah, I think that's probably good. I think we're getting there. Yeah, I think this might be the highest we're gonna go. So once we get this done, we'll move on and work on some other things. But I think this is probably good. I think this is the height that we're gonna call it good. Yeah, I'm confident now at this point that this is probably a good height. Let's see, Scar, I think you forgot a piston on the lower level. You know what? I think you are right, my friend. We'll definitely go back and fix that for sure. Let's see, Q&A Scar, what was the beeping in your video earlier? You named the redstone box already? No, but I was reading through the comments of my video that went up today. And there are some fantastic names for my redstone box. The beeping was my feeding pump. It was, I believe, on like a hold. Like it was on hold between medicines. And I started recording and forgetting that it was on like a 30-minute hold. And yeah, it started beeping.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Xverte, thank you so very much for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Can we get some new subscriber hype in the chat? Let me tell you about the benefits of joining the Scar Squad. You got your chat badge, you got your Jellie emoticons, and you can join us on Discord. We'd love to have you. And thank you so much for the support. Can we get some new subscriber hype in the chat? But yeah, thank you so much for the support. And that looks like one shy. Oh, but we still have this section to go, so we're good. Wait, what happened here? Jellie's, I'm like got one eye on Jellie right now because she's like roaming around behind my computer. And I'm like, Jellie, don't, this is when I need those. Oh, that's when I need those slime blocks. That is when I need the slime blocks. She's roaming around behind my, don't even think about it. Don't even, yeah, don't think about it. Yeah, don't, yeah, see, he listened to me. Didn't shoot me at all. I'm very persuasive towards skeletons. I need just a little more iron. Come on, tell me there's some iron in one of these boxes. Shoot. 3, there we go. That's gonna help us. Back to the storage room. Jellie is looking for the plug. I swear that sometimes she is. Like she has like visions of just destroying everything in her head. Just like, oh, I wanna break it. I tell you, sometimes I feel like she wants to destroy things. Oh, Star Wars countdown, 1 month, 10 days. Oh man, I'm so excited. So, I remember when we saw the last trailer, I was like, who is flying the Millennium Falcon? Hey, quiet down, Jellie, don't meow. I was like, who is flying the Millennium Falcon? You've got the Chewie, he's doing his thing. You've got that Penguin, and he's doing his thing. But who is on the other chair in that clip? You know, they got, you know, Chewie's doing his thing, and it's like somebody else is in that pilot seat. And who is it? But we now know who that is. It's Luke. Okay, you can leave. Okay, if you don't love us, you can leave. Fine, you don't love us anymore. And that makes me sad. Cats. So yeah, it's very interesting because the new, like, it's like a short, like 45-second trailer. This is like the last of my iron. And it shows Luke Skywalker getting inside of the Millennium Falcon cockpit. And it's like, oh, so he's the one flying it. I can't wait to see Luke fly the Millennium Falcon. I mean, this is speculation on my part, but I think it's true. Pretty sure it's true. So I am absolutely super duper excited about it. There we go. All right, there we go. Perfect. I need to turn the music down a bit. Grab out some rockets. All right, I'm feeling the confidence, guys. Here we go. Come on, give me a height. Give me height.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
She's gonna be in the Scarland hot tub here. That's frustrating. GoodVodsWithScar, thank you so much for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Can we get some new subscriber hype in the chat? Very much appreciated. And I hope you enjoy your Jellie emoticons, your chat badge, and of course, you can join us on Discord. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciated. Ouch. Block stuck there. All right, I spent some time in the hot tub. I'm feeling good now. Here we go. That was like a 2-second delay on that rocket. Oh my gosh, I want to finish this up there. I want to finish. I want to finish this. Here we go. There we go. That's how we do it. Is that stone slabs and other stuff added in your texture pack? Yes. So those are part of my texture pack down below. I just loved connected textures of any kind. I think it makes building so much better in Minecraft when you don't have, you know, these big lines separating each block from one another. And I try to do that in my texture pack as best I can. Q&A Scar, do you think Minecraft needs a new mob or item that scares zombies? Yes. But, you know, on one hand, what would scare a zombie? Oh, this is the piston we need to add. Oh, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, adding something because, you know, everything has its fear, right? You have the creepers are feared from the cats. You've got the skeletons don't like the dogs. But zombies don't have a thing. And neither does spiders. But then you think of like a zombie as an undead creature that has no like thoughts, so it has no real emotions. So would it ever be scared of anything? That's a question. Maybe instead of being scared, how about this? How about we get a little crazy? How about it be attracted to something? So maybe you could throw like a fermented spider eye or flesh, zombie flesh. Maybe you could throw it and the zombies will go towards that because they would be more attracted towards like a scent, right? Than they would be with like an emotion. Does that make sense? I'm thinking of Data in Star Trek at the moment for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I think it would be cool if they had like something that they were attracted to instead of like an emotional like reaction of fear. Does that make sense? Let me know. Yeah, to me that makes sense, but a lot of things make sense to me that really don't make sense in real life. Let's see. Zombies are attracted to villagers, of course. Yeah, they're. But when I mean it by attraction, almost like I'm thinking of it as a defense mechanism. Because with a creeper, you have a cat as your defense. You have a skeleton, you have a defense with a dog. But you don't have a defense with a not a villager, but with a zombie. But instead of like having a zombie being feared of a creature, but having it be like a decoy, if you will. You throw something or you drop something or you do something that makes the zombies go towards that thing instead of you. So it's kind of like your defense against zombies, but just slightly different, tailored towards their abilities. Raw brain. There was a mod, I forgot which mod it was, that had like brains. I forgot which mod that was. Let's see, Q&A Scar, afraid of salt or fire? We're attracted to brains. New mob drops from a new mob. Salt. Scar does get salty. There we go, put that down, beautiful. And boom, there we go. Is that all of them? Oh, it is. Let's fix the one below. Oh, Thomcrop, there we go. Yes, the zombie brains. When I played Skydead, that I had so many brains. I'm like, what am I ever gonna do with these? I'm trying to get this where I can actually make this work here. I'm gonna do some Scar acrobatics here for a second. Ah. What's a trick to make this piston do what I want it to do? I'm trying to get into like a position here. Mrs. Yeti, what do you think of Pixar Pier? Let's see. Okay, here we go. Yes, it worked. Beautiful. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, and somebody said that there was another missing piston. All right, we're gonna have to look for that one. Oh, here it is. Okay, let's fix that. I wonder if I could fly up there without doing some scaffolding. Come on. No, you can't trick me like that. You can't trick me like that. That's not fair. That's not fair. I'm gonna grab some more rockets. That is not fair. I want somebody to design a villager launcher for all the zombie luring needs. That's fantastic. Just like a cannon that you can stuff villagers into and fire it. I'd like that. That would be absolutely That would be fantastic. That would be a good time. My opinions are not Scar safe. I am a bit salty about some of that stuff. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Okay, let's have some steak here. There we go. Steak. There we go. And away we go. Come on. There we go. That's some flight there. That's the kind of like mob catapult. I like that. Maybe we need some kind of elastic bungee cord of some kind to create things. Yeah, that sounds good. Some type of elastic thing. Is that a Tango of the Tech? The Tango of the Tech. Master of the redstone and ice. There we go. We did it. We did it, my friends. Creeper Towers looking super fancy. Oh, I love it. I love it. This didn't take like a ridiculous amount of time in Obsidian. It's a Tango of the Tech. Hello, Tango. Is Tango watching? There we go. Okay, so let's run this line across here. How many do we have? Let's see, that's... Oh, we only have to run one more below this one. Oh, we should actually have enough obsidian. Which I'm actually very happy about. Missing one on the top. No, I think we're good, my friend. I think we've got all the pistons ready to roll. Let's see, put that across to here. Okay, I got a rant about this. I'm sorry, I can't contain it. So this is my Disney rant for the day. So Disney spends $1.1 billion rebuilding California Adventure, right? So they spend this from 2008 to 2012. They re-recreate, well, that butchered that, re-recreate, wow, I really butchered that. So they recreate the entire entrance to California Adventure. They created it into Buena Vista Street. They're trying to retain that California theme, but make it more reliant on nostalgia than modern times, because original California Adventure was based on more like pop culture, modern times. It was kind of cheesy. So they go back to what they do best, and that's nostalgia. So they go back and create a 1920s Buena Vista Street. They kind of redo Paradise Pier, and they make it kind of a 1920s to 1915, actually turn of the century, I think. No, because it's the time period I believe was slightly after when Main Street was created in Disneyland. So it was like 1915, we'll say. 1910, 1915, Seaside Piers. Okay, so they go heavy on the Victorian theme, which looks fantastic. They kind of go cheap and they stop doing it pretty quickly. They leave the Fun Wheel unthemed. They leave California Screamin' unthemed, things along those lines. So California Screamin', if you're unfamiliar, is a big roller coaster. They re-themed the Ferris wheel to Mickey's Fun Wheel. They don't re-theme the queue, stuff like that. They kind of cheaped out. So, oh, we made a mistake. Okay, so they do that. They spend all this money, and they create within Buena Vista Street, which is at the entrance of the park, they create a red car system that looks fantastic. It goes around in the area, takes people around and stuff. Very similar to what you'd find in California in that particular time period. Then they just out of the blue decide to get rid of Tower of Terror, which is very period specific to that particular time period they created Buena Vista Street in. So they get rid of that and they create Marvel things, and it's whatever. But now they've decided to take out another thing that anchors that California theme. So they've renamed Soarin' Over California. They got rid of the Hollywood Tower Hotel, so that's another like California thing pulled away. And now they are retheming Paradise Pier into Pixar Pier. And it's not that I don't like Pixar. I love Pixar. I've been to Pixar. Some of the coolest people in the world are there. They make the absolute best animated movies. There's no problem with Pixar. But my issue is with the particular theming. This looks like an overlay what they're gonna do. So they're gonna retheme California Screamin', the roller coaster, to the Incredicoaster. And why? Is my question. It just looks like a marketing stunt. Like and when you ask them like, hey, is this just temporary? They're like, oh no, not temporary at all. Very, very not temporary. So they're going to take away another aspect that is California. So that's the thing. I don't get it, because they spent all this money recreating. Wow, I really fail at that word today. It's a hard one. They spent all that money rebuilding. There we go. I'll just say that. Rebuilding Paradise Pier, and now they're gonna like throw that all away to make these kind of hokey design. See, what I love about Disney in the past was the idea was that you would create lands based on a generic theme. Adventure, fantasy, tomorrow. But within that, you can fill that with many different types of stories. Whereas now Disney wants to do very specific lands. Not that, and I think this goes really well for Cars, for Star Wars. But this particular instance, you are limiting yourself so much by making this entire section in the park only Pixar. And not doing that great a job. So, okay, here's a good one. This is what I would do.
Check the top floor, still one piston missing XD.
Not another piston. I thought we got them all. Thank you, Peter Paul. Thank you for the bits. I will fix that for sure. Okay, so this is how I fix this problem. Okay, you maintain the time period of the 1915s Seaside Pier theme. You keep the Victorian theme. You expand upon that. You want to add Pixar stuff because all you can think about is marketing. Okay, so this is how you do it. You keep all the buildings the same and keep building the buildings in that beautiful Victorian style. You theme all the rides you want to any Pixar design, but this is what you do. You take the Pixar characters and you do them in 2D, because in 1915, that's all you got is 2D characters. You redraw the characters, so you know they're the Woodies, they're the Buzzes, but
I've
they're
been
2D.
watching you for a long time, and I just found out yesterday that you stream on Twitch. Smile.
Well, that's awesome, Solve. I very much appreciate the bits. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for the long time support on YouTube, and welcome to Twitch. It's great to have you. I love Twitch, my friend, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I do hanging out here on the weekends. So I stream on Saturday, stream on Sunday, and I do it about noon Pacific time. And I've been doing that since like 2014. So as long as I'm not sick, I'll be here on the weekends hanging out with you. So thank you so much. Very, very much appreciated. So what you do is you all the signage, all the themes, you keep that very, very, that very nice like Victorian. You don't go over the top and make like giant, like 30-foot like characters. You keep it classy. You keep it classy. But then all the signage, all the artwork and stuff, it's all Pixar characters made to look like it's the 1920s. You create very like stylized characters, and it's something really like unique. And I love the idea that you would see these characters that you're familiar with, these Pixar characters, but you see them in a very different way, this very stylized way. And it's something different, right? Like you can see Buzz and you can see all these characters a million different ways, but when you go to this particular land, you see them in a very different light. So you give the theme and you give that whole area a theme, right? You say, there's a pier operator, you make a character, and he licensed these particular characters to bring life to the pier, and now the pier's booming. That's how you do it. And so you just have a really unique way of doing stuff. You have these cool artistic things. It might become like something hip that all the kids love, like, hey, I got a t-shirt and it's got a 2D Woody on it. Like, that would be amazing. Or a 2D
Interrupting Scarvis.
Buzz.
I wanted the next cheer badge, so have some bits. #Mouse Squad.
Christopher Mouse, thank you so much for the bits. I'm weaving all the bits. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. But yeah, that's how I, as an Imagineer, would have gone about that. But unfortunately, it's not how they do it. I just think it's a bold, different way of thinking. And you can do a lot of really cool artwork and make really unique merchandise that people will be like, oh, I've got the special 2D. Oh, not in the cave again. Oh, not the cave again. The spiders always fall with me. Gotta give it to them. You gotta give it to those spiders. Gotta give it to those spiders. Okay, here's another one. Here's another one. This was an idea that I had a while back for Paradise Pier to make it better, is to take Paradise Pier into a very kind of steampunky design. There we go. Now we got some flight. So what you do is, like, for everything there, like the catapult to the roller coaster, the Ferris wheel, you create a very mechanical design to the structure of them. For say the Ferris wheel, you create a lot of mechanical gear, steam spewing out, pistons moving back and forth, and you do it all in a very like kind of bronze-ish, shiny way. It could be really, really cool. It could fit that time period very well. Another thing would be to create the owner of the pier and make like a fun house as his house. Like, say he has a house like up on a hill, and that could be like a fun house style ride. And that's kind of like his like crazy house, and that's a ride. I think would be awesome. Okay, so I'm looking for this piston. You guys tell me oh, it's right here. I'm like, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. It's just happened to be right behind me. There we go. Go in there. Why aren't you going over there? I think I got my hands sticky with all these balls. Wait, did I do it? Yeah, I did it. Wow, that was the worst crafting job ever. So I'm like all over the place with that. But yeah, that's my ideas. I think keeping Paradise Pier grounded in that Victorian style, period specific, so you can do a lot of fun stuff being like having in a specific period, but not like going over the top and just creating generic like blue and yellow buildings that are like vaguely themed to Toy Story. That doesn't make sense. That's not classy. That's not classy. Disney was always classy. They're kind of going a little Universal with some of this stuff, and you know, I'm not a big fan of that. Not that I don't like Universal. Universal's got their thing. Disney's got its thing. They shouldn't mix. They don't mix. They don't mix, and they shouldn't mix. You got to have two different things. All right, there we go. Let's see. It says Hermitcraft. Well, I sure hope it is. I think I'm on the right server. There was one time I was on the wrong server. It was when we were having some issues with a particular server, and I started building on the wrong server. I did like 2 streams, I think I counted, for like 4 hours worth of work, and I lost it all because I went on the wrong server. Goodbye, zombie. Have a good time down there. So yeah, so that was fantastic of me. Lost about 4 hours of work there. Oh, that was a dark time. That was a dark time. All right, my friends, there we go. That is looking fantastic. Absolutely loving Creeper Tower. I think aesthetically it looks good, and I think functionally, it'll probably work. It'll probably work. I have a feeling it probably will work. I know that Disney stuff is like beyond geeky and probably like nobody has any interest in it at all. But as somebody who like spent their entire life studying architecture and design towards moving into like themed environments and theme parks, things along those lines, that stuff is right up my alley, and I always talk about it. Probably annoys you guys, but
hey, sorry I am late, but I at least got to see me some Scartastic building.
Gem Songs, thank you so much for the bits. I'm dodging, I'm weaving. Thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciated, and welcome to the stream. I don't know if you made it for the Disney rant or not. We went on a grand Disney rant. A grand Disney rant. All right, let me sleep this night away so we can look at this building in all its glory. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if you guys like that or not, or find it interesting. I try to add a little design more to it than just talk about Disney and talk about the design behind it, because that can relate to Minecraft and building and stuff along those lines. That tree is in the most inopportune place. It's got to die. I'm sorry. It's got to die. Sorry, tree. You were a good tree. You were an important tree. You served a good purpose. What that is, I have no idea. But now you're gone. Disney life. See, I'm passionate about that because I've always loved that stuff. And when I see them making like short-term cheap mistakes, like it drives me crazy. Oh, come on now. Come on now. A lot of that stuff, a lot of like infrastructure, building, stuff like that is really like once in a lifetime things. So I'm passionate about it because if they make that mistake, a lot of times that can't be reversed. Oh, the thing's exciting. I think we need to work on our Christmas tree tower. Yes, our redstone Christmas tree tower. That still needs a little bit of work. Oh, we're going in, we're going down. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I hope it works. I hope it works.
I'ma just get the next badge now when I can. And I really appreciate your content.
I'm crashing. No, 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 not in the cave again. Not in the cave again. Oh, gosh. Dang it. Swap, thank you so much for the bits. Very much appreciated. I'm glad you like the content. Don't fly and read the chat again, guys. Don't do that. Don't fly and read chat. I think I've got some boots in here. Blast protection. It's gonna be a hard fall. All right, we're gonna have to do this manually. We're gonna have to do this one manually, guys. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Oh, this is bad. Here we go.
There we go, wrecked. GG, mate. Greetings from me again, smile.
Hi, Peter Paul. Thank you for the bits. Man, like I said before, like the server was not laggy yesterday. I was able to like light up all the caves. I was like slaying mobs left and right, doing my thing. Today, it's back. All right, we gotta be careful about this. Here we go. No, that's not careful, Scar. That's not careful. Okay, this should be good. There we go. Oh, get into my inventory. I just don't want to lose the obsidian. Like, I could probably lose the armor and not be like super upset, but that obsidian is not an easy thing to achieve. And look, there's 3 stacks or so. There we go. Put that back in the inventory. Get that over there. Boom and a bam. I'm back. There we go. Feeling good again. Feeling good again. Actually, not until I have my mutton. There we go. Everybody's favorite food. There we go. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Awesome. Okay. All right, here we go, guys. Believe in me. There we go. Thank you for believing in me. I appreciate that. Let's go to a safe spot right up here. Here we go. No flying, no dangers, nothing along those lines. There we go, guys. I thank you so much for coming out today and making my day, hanging out here in Hermitcraft, having some good times. I always appreciate each and every one of you guys coming out and hanging out with me for a stream on the weekends. It's my favorite thing to look forward to. And I hope you guys are enjoying the new microphone, because when I bang on my desk, it shouldn't transfer the vibrations into the microphone anymore with this whole stand, with this whole like stand thing now. So like the microphone's like hanging out inside of this like cradle of rubber bands. So any vibrations don't get transferred into the microphone. So hopefully it makes better sound for you guys. Also, we got a new webcam rocking. So that's a little clearer. I like it. It's good. It's important. Also got the Ghostbusters vehicle back. It had an accident. It shattered. I finally got it rebuilt. It's finally back, which I'm happy about. I love that thing. So yeah, I think that's looking super sweet. And for everybody who resubscribed, subscribed, and all of the bits, you know I love you. Thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciated. And everybody who followed today, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the future streams. And if you haven't followed yet, definitely hit that follow button. Add notifications. I don't stream super often, so make sure you add notifications. And of course, everybody just sat back, relaxed, enjoyed the stream. Love ya. Appreciate ya. Mods, couldn't do it without you. Fist bump. All right, time to raid, guys. It is time to raid. Time to raid a mysterious person. Let's find them hiding out on Twitch. Let's see what we got here. Time to raid. Don't go anywhere. It's a raiding time. Let's see. That is sounds I don't want. There we go. Let's see. Oh, hey, Augie's streaming again, guys. We totally got to raid the Ogster again. We got to raid Augie. He's just learning the ropes of streaming, so I'm going to put the link in the chat. I want you guys to head on over there. Augie, of course, like I said before, is the person responsible for Hermit Quest and creating the Elven Kingdom.
Great builder. Thank you for subscribing.